Hey, so today I'm gonna talk about the Braxton Family Values Season 3, Episode 5. I think that's what this episode is. I'm just gonna start this and say I am so glad that these sisters was not bickering, fighting, and just being real catty this episode. Glad about that one. Let's start off. They start off with the whole family. Mama, daddy, sisters, brother, everybody at dinner. The parents want to have a dinner to see if everything is cool, making sure there's no beef, whatever. So the daddy was like, he wanted everybody to go around the table and say something nice to each other. Just to kind of break the ice and get them to be cool. So Tamar, I think she tells Michael to start. Michael was like, he's grateful for his sisters. He's glad he's not a sister. And everybody started laughing. Tawanda, she said she was thankful for her family, and she was thankful for Michael naming her Tawanda. So everybody started laughing because they was like, you don't like that name. And she would start saying in her confessionals how she has an ethnic name, and she wished her name was Tori. I understand what she was saying, so I hope people didn't take offense to that, because I understand what she was saying. She was like, Tori could be anybody. It could be a white person, black person, whatever. But Tawanda, everybody know that's a black person. And I feel the same way, because my name is Renika. For people that don't know, my name is Renika. So I understand what she was saying when, like you turn in your resume or whatever, and they see that. And people automatically say black person, white people. Trust me, they do. So I understand where she was coming from, where she was saying, people names and stuff like that. Because I did that with my kids. I kind of tried to name them names where people wouldn't go off of who they were by paper, and to at least get them in the door with an interview. So, yeah, I understood. Trina, she started saying she hated her name. She wanted her name to be Torrance, something like that. And so Tamar feels some kind of way. Tamar feels like you want to be a Valley girl, you want to be a Canadian, you want to be Trina. She like, can the real Trina please stand up? And I'll be like that too. When it comes to Trina and Tony, I'll be like, y'all grew up in the same household as Tawanda, Tracy, and Tamar. Why do y'all try to be bougie or try to be something y'all not? Like, come on now. I felt the same way Tamar felt. Anyway, moving on, Tracy and Tamar, they go on a workout with this, I think it's the African dude, but I think he was in the second season. Yeah, he was. And he was telling her to lay on the table, on the bed. She was like, I don't lay on the bed for no other man but my man. And I was laughing. But we understood what he was saying. But he always was making everything about sex. And I was saying the same thing, like, I feel you, Tamar. That nigga was a hot-ass mess. Like, I understand the workouts, but it was the way he was trying to work her out and the things he was saying to work her out. What else happened? Trina, the next scene was Trina, Tawanda, Tamar, and Tracy. They go have lunch. And Tawanda was telling them about her getting her daughter in the ballet. Then Trina brings up she wants the sisters to open up a store. All 5 sisters. So Tamar was like, what about Mama? And they like, no, we just want it to be the sisters and all that kind of stuff. Now here, I feel both sides of the story. On both sides of the sisters. Trina wants it to be all the sisters, just a business venture with just them. And Tamar feels like, because they feel like the mama too old or something, and they want to get a group of people where it's 21 to like 55 or whatever. But Tamar is like, old people shop. And y'all best to believe, old people shop. They spend the most money. And then the way you guys want a high-end store, y'all better get some old people in there. Now, even if Mama Braxton wasn't even a part of the store, she could have been like a part of like the money, dealing with the money or something. First of all, Mama Evelyn do need to be involved in this situation, because y'all damn 5 sisters can't even get along. Y'all need somebody that have a level head in this situation. And Y'all know Mama Evelyn gonna feel some kind of way of y'all leaving her out, because she felt some kind of way when y'all didn't invite her to be on the album. I'm just saying. Anyway, so that was that with them. Tracy, she's in Baltimore. She lets us know. See, this time Tracy and her husband, they being shown a little more, and they showing who Tracy is in Baltimore, which I like. They showed that her and her husband is a part of a motorcycle club. So you see, Tracy is down to earth as shit. If she's a part of a motorcycle club, you can't be bougie up in there. Sorry. But yeah, her husband is part of the club. She's a part of the club. So she wants a motorcycle. To me, a lot of women don't want the damn motorcycles. They want the idea of having a motorcycle in the outfit. Just saying. But yeah, she wants to be like everybody else. She wants to be a part of the group. She wants a motorcycle, all that kind of stuff. So I thought that was really cool. Tony and Tamar, they're in a store and they're trying to look for their father a 65th birthday gift. And they start talking about golf and stuff, and Tamar was like, that's where it's at. That's where the man with the money at. You need to be going there and all that kind of stuff. And I understand that part, because golfers do make a lot of money. But yeah, I understood that part, and that was cool. Then they start talking about the store. Tamar is telling her how she want her mama to be a part of the business, and then Tony gave her side of why it should just be the sisters and stuff like that. So Tamar was like, okay, I understand what you're saying from that part, but she still want her mama to be a part of it. So at the end of all of that shopping, they end up deciding to send the dad on a cruise, which I thought was cool. Then Tamar made a comment about he gonna be drinking and gambling, and I'm sitting there like, is he not a pastor anymore? I'm just wondering. If you said there's gonna be drinking and gambling and all that, or what kind of church y'all go to that the drinking and gambling and he a pastor is okay. Just tell me which church's kind of denomination is that, and I will be cool with it and be like, to each his own. But for y'all to always say he a pastor and then you make that comment, I'll just be like, did he leave the church when the church found out that he cheated on Mama Evelyn? I'm just trying to figure it out. Tracy, she do a PSA for the womenscancer.org people, and which was cool. Like I said, I like that they showing Tracy doing a lot more different stuff. Her husband was there to support her. Her son was there to support her. Then she had to do a speech. She kind of messed up on a speech, and then so she kind of winged it, and she did an okay job. I mean, I didn't expect no more from Tracy than what she did. They did the walk. She was having fun with the walk. She would walk, she would run, she would walk, but she finished. So that was the good part. She finished. Because that would have been me. Shit, I would have walked. But so I liked that part about that. And I liked that they showed them doing something positive and Tracy doing something positive. So that was cool. Tony and Tawanda, they trying... Tawanda go see Tony. She's in the house. She trying to study her Spanish on, because y'all know when they went out of town, her Spanish was fucked up. The language she was speaking, the Italian language was fucked up. So she's studying. Then they start talking about how she doesn't want to do music anymore, and she's not in love with music anymore. So I understood that part. I really understood where Tony was coming from, because music is not the same anymore. It's probably harder now for her to get shows and her to do what she needs to do, and it's a wear and tear on her body because she's been sick a lot. So I understand the stressful of it all, that she doesn't want to do it. But Tony, baby, you can sing. You better be like Anita Baker and then just rest, but you still do, you still bring out music every now. Tony, like, you're very talented, and for you to just have this show and get younger people to know who you are, and then you just give up on singing, I was like, huh? Like, where they do that at? But hey, I hope she work it out. Tawanda told her to go talk to Babyface, because they have this relationship, and you know she'll be able to get some good advice from him. And I thought that was cool of Tawanda to tell her that, because nobody wants Tony to leave the music game, regardless if I listen to her music or not. It's a lot of people that do, and don't nobody want her to just go away like that. Like, but I do understand what she's saying. It's not fun anymore. During the commercial, they showed Tracy learning how to ride the motorcycle, which I thought that was cute. Trina and Gabe, they go look for store locations. The first one, the people were telling her it was by a tattoo shop, a car wash, and I was like, when he was saying it, I was like, that must be in the hood that you got all that stuff. And she was just like, no. Like, with the clients I'm trying to bring in, customers I'm trying to bring in, no. So I understood that. Then they go to another location. It had grass every damn where. So I don't know what location they chose, but they did, I think, choose the location. Tawanda, Mama Evelyn, they take Brooke, her daughter Brooke, to ballet and her little son. Whew. Tawanda. You were a stage mom for real. Your mom said it. You were really being a stage mom. That shit was irritating as hell. You could tell the dance instructor was irritated as hell. Like, really? Like, this was her first day. Breathe, boo. Breathe. Let the girl do it. And I understand where she's coming from, because my daughter, she's 7, and she's just now starting drill team this year. And the first practice, I was like, oh my God, because she ain't got no rhythm tomorrow. So, but she caught on. She's getting it. You know, she's been in there for like a month or 2 now, and she's getting it. So, Tawanda, back up. Your daughter will get it, and the more you pressure her and telling her to get it right, it's gonna make her not want to do it. But I did like how she was standing up there with her and she was practicing with her, and that was cool. The end is Trina and Gabe. They're talking, and she's telling him how she wants her sisters to be a part of this business venture. I didn't know that her and Gabe had been working on this for a while before, and he's been helping her with the blueprint of it, planning everything, and then all of a sudden you spring on him that you want your sisters to be a part of this. And Gabe not feeling that. Gabe is like, y'all don't get along now. That's not a good idea, which I agree. I don't think this is a good idea now when you guys have so much tension, and this getting a story together is not gonna make you guys any closer. To me, I think it's going to bring you guys farther apart, because people are going to have different ideas. People is going to want things to go certain ways, and if y'all don't get along now, that's just going to fuel the fire. But yeah, so I do agree with Gabe, like, and then wait, you want to bring them in after you done most of y'all the footwork to do it? Like, come on now. Like, if y'all split in 5 ways, where Gabe come in at? Because you know he gonna want his money. Anyway, that's my review for Braxton's Family Value Season 3, Episode 5. It wasn't no cattiness. It wasn't no fighting. So I didn't really have to go off on nobody. So, yeah, it was just a regular episode. It was cool. They got along, so I like that. I love to see black sisters just getting along. So, that was it. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Keek. You can follow me on everything at The Ghetto View, except for my Instagram. My Instagram is MissNika69, MIZZNEKA69. Everything is The Ghetto View, THA, not THE. So make sure you talk to me and I'll talk back. If you have any topics that you want me to talk about on my Ghetto Views segments, let me know and I will talk about them and give you my advice or my opinion on certain situations. Alright, peace.